Okay. All right. We do have CDIs, quite a bit actually. Over here we have apparently rare CDI TVs from Philips. These are TVs with CDI built in, and people said to me they are rare, but we actually have we have 3 of them. So they're not rare in my opinion, but they never been released. These machines were never released. They only came out as a prototype, and a lot of people who worked for Philips got this to test at home, and then Philips decided to stop with CDI, and all these machines stayed at home, and a lot of people thrown them away, but we managed to at least rescue 2 of them, and probably 3 soon. This is if you want to learn more about CDI, just go check out 8-Bit Guy's channel at this moment. But other than that, yeah, just we'll have a dedicated CDI item very soon, because we do have a few very nice items coming along now. This machine, this is one of the most expensive sets we have. This set, which stands over here, cost about 3,000 guilders back then. And yes, it's a huge television. It's a match line. It has Bose sound, and it has the match line CDI player, the 230 is there? I don't know if it's 220. It has the match line CDI player, so it's a nice set. This one is actually used in Eindhoven, but for the demonstration purposes. But it doesn't have much hours that it worked, so we have it now. It's awesome. Okay, we have 2 more stories. We have 2 more stories, and then we'll call it a day. We go to this one, our laser computer, and this is really hard to explain to people from outside the Netherlands. But laser computers is a brand from originally, I think, China, and it was imported to the Netherlands, and it was one of the biggest brands in the Netherlands. And the guy who created that company, the import company, I met him at a very strange way. We opened this museum back in 2018, and as you can imagine, the first months I've been working here for 40 hours a week. Then I had a quiet week, so think more of like 80 hours a week, 100 hours a week. I was working in the museum, so at some point I had to go. I decided to go take a day off with my family, and we drove to a city or a little village called Zoutelande in near the sea, because I was there for when I was a little child. And so we drove there with my family, and we came there, parked the car, went to get some lunch. So we picked a random bar for some small lunch, and my wife took the children and went to the bathroom with them, and I was sitting there very quietly watching the menu card, and then suddenly I heard a voice next to me saying, "Excuse me, can I ask you something?" I was like, "Sure, you can ask me anything." He said, I saw your t-shirt, and on the back of your t-shirt there are all kinds of brands of computers, and that's the Home Computer Museum t-shirt, which you can order. The Home Computer Museum t-shirt, and there are all kinds of brands on it. So he said, I'm the brand, I'm the importer, the first guy who imported Acorn and Sinclair into the Netherlands. And so I was completely amazed. In this random bar, I found this guy, the first guy who imported Acorn and Sinclair. This is a shirt I mean. Order now! They're only €27, come on. Cool shirt, right? So yeah, we started to talk about the museum, and we started to talk about computers, and yeah, he finally he actually came to the museum at some point as well, and my wife was back then and was already how you can imagine this is unimaginable. You find in the middle of nowhere, completely random, you find this guy, which was really fun. He was a nice guy. He is a nice guy even. And so he came to the museum and he told me he was also the creator of laser computers. And he found Katja Schuurman, and said Katja Schuurman should be here there. How to say? Yeah, now now YouTube is now completely dead. We tried to restart it, but never mind. But he was the guy who was responsible for Katja Schuurman, and their song